So a question was asked, does Dr. Squatch make their own soaps or do they get them from the soap guy? Here are a bunch of images that I was able to gather that certainly makes it look as if Dr. Squatch is indeed getting their soaps from the soap guy. These top images that you've just seen here are from the soap guy.
And this is the Pine Tar. It's a very bland looking bar. Sharp edges. Well, I mean, not extremely sharp, but well-defined edges anyways. And yeah. Now, I think this is supposed to exfoliate the skin, so I'll be interested to see if that's going to happen with this.
So one of the questions I wanted answered was, where are their soaps actually produced? And I asked Dr. Squatch directly. They told me they had their own facilities. Didn't tell me where, even after I asked, so I could verify that. Then I went to their website and I looked for information as to the manufacturing location. Could not find it, although they are listed on the package as saying made in the United States, but it doesn't tell you where it's made. They have an F with the Better Business Bureau. Right there appears to be what I'm assuming is their incorporation address where they sort of started. You have to remember this guy, the founder, is from Indiana, and I'm assuming that's where he lived at one point and ran the business from his home, I'm assuming. And then the next slide that you're going to see is where the soap guy is based. And you have to remember the soap guy started his business of wholesaling soaps in 2003. Dr. Squatch started up in 2013. Oh, and this image that you're seeing here, Northern Indiana. So remember that for later. Anyways, I went to the Better Business Bureau and I read every complaint against Dr. Squatch. And there's actually several on their Instagram account. A lot of people bitching about not getting their products in a timely manner, even though they've paid for priority shipping, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, what stood out on the Better Business Bureau about this complaint is this guy had a lot to say. And in it, he did mention that he believed Dr. Squatch was getting their soaps from the soap guy. And the reason I'm showing this to you isn't because of that. It's because of their PR response. I mean, they just went to town on this guy. They refuted every single point that he made. Some of the other complaints they didn't even bother to respond to, and others that they did were rather, short and to the point. But this one, they just would not shut up. So that really makes me think, just strange here. Short of going to Indiana, I made as thorough an attempt as I could to locate their facilities where they claim their soaps are made. I doubt they're coming from this house. The amount of soaps they'd be pushing out of that would be astronomical. This warehouse photo is the only one that I could find that even looks like their facilities. And in that photo, they're actually just receiving soap savers. So they're not even making soap in that photo. They're just getting product. And in this next picture here from their Instagram account, you see some buckets. But I checked every image in their Instagram account along with that of their founder. And for a company that started in 2013, you would think there'd be pictures of where they're making their soaps, their employees who make the soaps, yada, yada, yada. None of it. Whereas here, the soap guy, you can see his picture. Those are his shelves. Just all of this raises more questions than it answers to me. I don't want to guide you by the hand, although I think I already have. So I'm going to leave you to draw your own conclusions, and here at the very end is a tidbit from the founder of Dr. Squatch himself.
It's Entrepreneur App episode 22 with Brett Regan and David Brickley. We're on Facebook Live.
Yes,
we're on YouTube. We're on iTunes. We're on, what's the third one? Oh, SoundCloud.
We're everywhere.
Well, we're here with Jack Haldrup.
Yes, founder and CEO of Dr. Squatch, Natural Men's Soap, amongst other things. Jack, thank you for being here today.
My pleasure.
What's going on, man?
And there was no business model. It was execution because I didn't have a lot of time with my goal, right? So I mean, a lot of it at the beginning was research. So I wanted to learn, and I wanted to sell like a legitimate, good product. I didn't want to like sell a bunch of crap to people. So it was contacting a bunch of manufacturers, sampling their product, then narrowing that down, and then I actually found a guy and a company who made soap that was about 2 hours away from where I lived in Chicago, so like northern Indiana. And that was kind of cool because it came from the same state that I grew up in, and I liked what the product that he had, and it was close enough where I could go visit him and work with him and talk to him about like what I wanted to do. So I kind of settled in with him, and then once we had that,